Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Let's Call It a Podcast. So I was on TikTok, right, and I saw this clip of this video. Basically, it was two women, they went to go see the Barbie movie, Barbie that everybody is talking about right now. And they went to see the Barbie. So apparently, one of these women is a mother and she had her child with her to watch the Barbie movie. And apparently, um, they got into a fight. And why did they get into a fight? The amount of time that I've said apparently, but apparently, the woman who had brought her child with her, she um she had her child listening to or using the tablet, and it was on max according to somebody. It was on max and it was during the credits, right? And they were saying this is basic theater etiquette, I guess, to just not bring your child. So they got into a fight. Well, from what I saw, exactly I would not exactly say it was a fight. It was more of a altercation, because one of these women, the woman without the child, she shoved the next lady, and it was like a pretty hard push. And I'm just like, I guess what, you know what, let me not even guess anything. That is what I saw happening, but something must have happened for them to reach to the fighting part of it. So I guess um somebody had to touch somebody first, right? What I'm saying, when I saw it, I was like, are you actually like for serious right now? But are you actually seeing that because this woman brought her child with her to see the movie, you're pissed off, you're angry, or whatever? And a lot of persons in the comments were actually like, yeah, like, why did she bring her child with her? They're going to watch a movie. Don't bring your child to the movie. And what I have to say to that is, excuse me. If I want to go to the movie and I want to bring my kid with me to the movie, my baby is going to be there. Like, what do you mean? Who are you to tell me that I cannot take my child with me to go see a movie? While I understand that, hey, we're watching a movie, and the child is listening to the tablet or whatever the case is, yes, I understand that might be somewhat distracting, but do you not the next lady now, do you not have a child? Are all these persons in the theater, do you not have a child or a little cousin or a baby sister or baby brother or whatever? There is no child in your life that you don't understand why this mother maybe had to bring her child to the movie. Everyone knows, anybody with a head, anybody with a brain knows that children, babies, they need to be occupied. So if he is, I don't even remember if it was a little girl or a little boy, but if you bring this child with you to watch the movie, more than likely the child is not interested in the movie, but you are. So you would need to occupy their time, you'd need to entertain them. And there are so many people that have a problem with that, and I'm like, who are you guys? Like, actually, who are you? There is no way we are now living in a world where people really, like, honestly, like, you sat and you thought about it and you're like, you know what? I don't think you should bring your child to the movies because other people are watching the movie and we're all here, and your child is distracting me from watching the movie. And there are even some people who are daring enough to be like, don't come to the movie if you have to bring your child. Excuse me? You say what now? If I want to bring my kid to the movie, I'm going to bring my kid to the movie. You do not own the theater. If this was going to be such of a bother to you and you are completely against being somewhere where other people are going to distract you from enjoying the movie, then watch it at home. Figure it out. Just like you think I should figure it out to not come to this movie because child is going to distract you from enjoying the movie. Watch the movie at home, sis. Watch the movie at home, bro. Because you cannot tell me where I should watch, who I should watch with. Like, that's actually just crazy to me. Like, when I saw it, I'm like, could not be me. Like, I understand why there was a fight because there's no way you think that you can dictate to somebody where they should bring their child. And yeah, remember now I said allegedly it was the tablet was on Max. Remember that in a theater it's mad loud. Like theaters are so incredibly loud. Like the sound is even too much for me sometimes. So if that tablet isn't on max, if it isn't like loud, then you're not even going to be able to hear whatever is going on. Like the child won't even be able to hear what they're listening to anyways. And somebody's in the comments I think said um that should have brought what's it called, earphones, which I'm not against like bringing earphones. That could have been an option, but what I'm saying is that to completely just be like no, the child should not be there because he's going to or she's going to distract all these other persons from watching the movie. That's what I do not agree with. I am completely against people feeling like they can dictate what other people can and cannot do. That to me is just like absolutely wild. Like it's like people having a problem with someone bringing their child on an airplane. If I need to go overseas and my child needs to be there, I'm one of those mothers, by the way. I take my kid everywhere. My child goes everywhere with me. It was the other day that I went somewhere and it was just like a 10 minutes or probably less drive away, and I did not take my son with me. And my son is almost 2, and I regret not bringing him the whole time. The whole time I was like literally, why did I not carry him with me? I should have brought him with me. I'm one of those persons. So yes, I will be advocating for the mothers. So there can be a million other persons or whatever who is like, no, she shouldn't have. I say she should have. I would have. I would have and I will at some point. And if somebody is going to be up in their feelings about it, then okay, and okay, fine. And if you want to support me, then you can click the link in my bio for my Patreon. What what I think is that people should just actually mind their business. Like mind the business that pays you, okay? You literally have persons who will get mad if they are in an airplane and there is someone with a child on the airplane. So my question to these people is what do you actually suggest, madam, sir? No, what do you suggest these parents do with their child so that you can fly more comfortable? You know what I think? I think people are just so selfish and they can never understand someone else's situation unless themselves are in the situation, and that's just all there is to it. So if it's not happening to you, if it's not something that directly affects you, like I don't care, it's I am not the one who has to bring my child on the airplane. I'm not the one who has to feel anxiety for this whole time because I know that there are persons. I'm not the one who is anxious because I have to bring my child on this airplane. And see, people do not understand the anxiety that you as a parent feel when you're around other persons and you know that they are like, why should I have the baby on the plane or whatever, because kids are not like grown ups, kids are not adults. They need to be entertained. They enjoy things that you do not enjoy things. When you want them to be quiet, they probably want to run around and have their a jolly good time. But you being an adult is like, sit there, because you're thinking about how other persons are going to view you. Like, she can't even control her picnic kind of vibe. So people, I think people really and truly do not understand that, like the anxiety and all these all these things that you feel being the parent. And I'm just like, people need to just take several seats first of all and actually chill, because until they are in the position where they until they're in the position, I guess they just don't understand. And that's that on that. So I was thinking that I would love to go to therapy. Like someday I'm going to I will go to therapy, because I think I have so much things that I need to unlock on why I think in certain way, because I'm a very negative person. Well, I'm not even claiming that over my life. I used to be a very negative person. I'm trying to like be better in that regard. But when I'm watching movie, like I was watching what's it called? Dynasty. Speaking of watching Dynasty, you know how sometimes someone might suggest a movie to you or a series or whatever, and you're just thinking like, I don't think that's for me. I don't think I will like it. That's what happened to me with Dynasty. I've seen Dynasty years ago, and I just out of nowhere decided that I don't think I'm gonna go for it. I don't think I will like it. And I'm at like season four of Dynasty, and there's like 3 episodes left. I'm just thinking I could have watched this series years ago, but because I'm stubborn and I think that um it wasn't going to be something that I liked, I have missed out on watching it with everybody else and being on the wavelength of people talking about it and stuff. That's one thing about me. I love people talking about movies. I love people talking about songs, like especially if it's something that I've seen before, and even if I've never seen it, because I just want to like, I love hearing about new movies. Then I can actually go watch, because like sometimes I will just go like on Pinterest and I'll see, like I will like look for chick flicks or romantic movies, and then I'll just screenshot that and I'll think, all right, I have all these different movies that I can watch whenever I'm ready to watch. So I was watching Dynasty, and I'm thinking, when these people are, when they need to like, some things are happening in life and they need to go to a psychologist or whatever, and people always feel so offended. Is that even the right word? Like they have to go to a psychologist, and other person are like people look down on you basically if you go to therapy. And I'm like, but why though? Like, I would love to go to therapy, go kick back on a couch, throw my feet up, tell you about all these things that have happened in my life from the moment that I can remember ever being alive and having knowledge. And you're going to let somebody make you feel bad for going to therapy? Like, I'm missing something. I'm definitely missing something, because the way I would enjoy that, it's not even funny. And one day I will. One day go to some I'm going to go to therapy. I'm going to go to therapy someday, and I'm gonna be that girl, and I'm gonna kick back on the couch, and I'm going to tell you all about my issues, and then we're going to figure out why I am the way I am, why I think the way I think, why I accept the things that I accept, because somebody helping you to understand all of that. Where is the actual issue? Like, it's not hitting for me. I'm not understanding. Maybe it's just a me thing. I don't get it. So, saying that to say yes, I will be going to therapy. I am such a negative person, and I really dislike that about myself. Don't get me wrong, I love myself. Like, I don't think there's anybody in the world who loves themselves as much as I do. And that's not even in a cocky way at all. Not even. But I'm just so negative. Like, I always think things aren't going to work out. I just think like, it's just going to go downhill. And I'm just like, I need to not think like this. I need to have some positivity. If you want to support me, support this podcast, then you can click the link in my bio. Bye.